Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey, and here let's check out the top new games made with Unity for February 2021. My goal with these videos is to highlight what can be done with the engine, so you know the only limit is really just your own imagination. All of these games are uniquely impressive and showcase the power of the engine in tons of different scenarios, so this list is in no particular order, except for the number 1 game, that is my personal pick of the month. Also, there's links in the description for the games, those are affiliate links, so if you use them it's the same price to you, and you'll also be supporting the channel. Alright, so let's go, starting off at number 10, here is Rustler. This one was actually being promoted under a slightly different name, it was named Grand Theft Horse. I'm guessing they changed it to avoid potential copyright issues, but that name says everything about what this game tries to do. Think Grand Theft Auto, but in a medieval world. That's definitely a very appealing concept. They lean into the absurdity of the concept with lots of pop culture references, crazy characters, and silly quests. So you can ride horses, use medieval weapons, escape the medieval cops, fight in tournaments, and so on. Visually, it doesn't look very good. It features a top-down perspective with some really good looking assets and lighting effects. As I said, it's a really compelling concept, however the reviews are barely hanging on between mixed and mostly positive. But the game is in early access, so I really hope they manage to build upon this base and improve it. It does have a free demo if you want to try it out. Next up, we have Fights in Tight Spaces. This is a really stylish action deck-building turn-based fighting game. Right away you see a very unique look, the player character and the enemies are easily identifiable. You have to position yourself correctly and use the right moves you have at your disposal. Customize your deck with all kinds of cards and actions you can take. Select the ones you want and upgrade them as you go along. Features daily challenges and leaderboards for you to try to beat. Also, I love the name, it's really very descriptive. I've had my eye on this one for a while. I quite like the concept of a turn-based melee combat game with cards, and the visuals are perfect for standing out in today's world. I'm thinking I might pick this one up as my next game design lessons video. I haven't played a card game in a long time, so I'm interested in learning more about the genre. By the way, if you find the video helpful, please hit the like button. It's a tiny thing, but it really does help. Thanks. Then for something a bit more chill, here is TasteMaker Restaurant Simulator. As the name implies, you manage a restaurant. Start with a small empty plot of land and start building a simple restaurant. Then, as you make more cash, you can buy more land to expand and grow your restaurant. You can create a custom menu to offer to your guests. Just make sure you pick the right dishes at the right price, or you will suffer the consequences. Your guests also want more than just food, so make sure you decorate your restaurant accordingly. And of course, hygiene is of the utmost importance. If you don't clean up, then rats may appear, which will definitely make your guests very unhappy. It's getting great reviews, so if you're looking for a management game on a tight scale, then check this one out. Then for some VR, here is RevolVR 3. It's a really great name. It's a single and multiplayer game staged in a robotic version of the Wild West. Socialize with friends in the saloon, play some minigames, and participate in death matches against other players or some bots. Play Russian roulette or play shoot the bottle. It features simple controls, easy to pick up and play, encourages a ton of movement, crouching and taking cover. It's got short action-packed matches in different levels, and of course constantly reload your revolver. Meet up with your friends, find new ones, or play solo in this fascinating robot western world. And at number 6 we have Hellish Quart. This one is really interesting. It's a physics-based, realistic sword-fighting dueling game set in the 17th century. The focus is really on physically accurate actions. The swords actually clash using physics, and the characters move using super realistic motion captured fencing techniques. All the damage is calculated based on where the sword actually lands. To win, you must use proper timing, measure technique, speed, and wits, just like fencing in the real world. The characters also look great, lots of physically accurate clothes and hair swinging around. It really is a very unique concept, and based on the overwhelmingly positive number of reviews, then it seems like it's very well executed. I'd love to try this one out just to see how they implemented all of these controls. If you're looking for some mysterious story, then here is Nuts. Visually, you can tell right away, it has a very striking look, flat colors with some nice outlines. You definitely can't mistake this game for something else. It's a single-player surveillance mystery game, so your goal is to place down cameras, record the squirrels and see what they're up to, then over time you uncover a mystery and find out what is really going on in the forest. If you're a fan of story-based games, similar to the likes of Firewatch, then this seems like an interesting new one. Next up at number 4 we have Hot Brass. Now if you've seen my game dev journey video, then you know that for my very first Steam game I actually wanted to make a SWAT type of game. In the end, my skills at the time weren't good enough, so I went with a zombie theme instead, but I'm still a huge fan of this theme, and this looks like a great new entry in the genre. It's got some high quality realistic visuals combined with simple icons for the characters. Your focus is on arresting bad guys and saving lives. It really emphasizes tactics while being played in real time. Gear up with all kinds of equipment like flashbangs, night vision, tasers, breaching charges, and more. Choose your point of entry and master each mission, from hostage rescue missions to arresting a gang boss or stopping a casino heist. Remember that you are SWAT, your goal is to save lives, so always think before you shoot. Features local and online play where you can play with up to 4 friends or give it a try being solo. If you're looking for some survival strategy, then over here is Becastled. It's all about building and defending your castle in this fantastical world. Build up during the day, gather some resources, construct defenses and train your army. Then at night the moon warriors come out and it's time to defend and survive the night. If you manage to survive, then you have to expand your castle and defenses to ensure you survive the next one. It's got great visuals and lighting effects that really emphasize the day and night times. It's a simple concept, but based on the number of very positive reviews, it seems like it's very well made. Then for something that just came out after a successful year in early access, here is the Curse of the Dead Gods. You seek untold riches, eternal life and divine powers. It leads you into this cursed temple, which is a seemingly infinite labyrinth of bottomless pits, deadly traps and monsters. It's a skill-based roguelike where you explore a cruel temple in search for treasure. Use weapons, the environment, your brains and skills in order to defeat the temple. Unique curses influence each attempt, putting a twist on every run. You can use light and fire in order to fight the shadows. Features dozens of enemies and deadly bosses to challenge all of your skills. As I said, this one had a successful 1 year in early access, and based on the reviews it has done very well. And finally, at number 1, here is my personal pick for this month. You might have guessed this one, it's Valheim. This is a Viking-inspired open-world game focused on free exploration and emergent gameplay. It features survival crafting mechanics set in a procedurally generated world. Fight through this world alone or play with up to 10 friends and conquer Valhalla together. You are dropped off on this brand new world and begin harvesting simple resources and fighting small enemies. Then you craft some better tools, continue gathering more resources, and explore the world until you find the perfect spot for your very first base. The game features a robust building system. It's adaptable to any terrain, so you can build anywhere. Place down some walls, put up a ceiling, make a nice fire, and sleep through the night. Visually, the game has a very unique look. It blends modern techniques with some low-resolution textures. The lighting effects make it look gorgeous, and combined with the pixelated textures really gives it a unique look. You can definitely spend a ton of time just enjoying the sights, either from a mountain or relaxing sailing in the sea. If you're into survival, crafting, open-world exploration games, then this is an excellent new entry in the genre. I said you might have heard of it because in just 4 weeks in early access, they already blew past 4 million sales. So this is yet another massive success, and it's made with Unity. I already made a game design analysis on this game. Go check that out if you want to learn why this game is so successful. Alright, so there you have it. 10 awesome new games made with Unity launched in February 2021. Check out the full playlist to see some more awesome Unity games. Do you have any other hidden gems you found this month? Let me know in the comments. If you want to be a successful indie game developer, you definitely need to keep an eye on the current state of your competition, so I'm planning to do these videos once a month so I can keep up to date with what's coming out. And as I said, another goal with this series is to highlight what can be done with the engine, so you know the only limit is really just your own imagination. Many of these games look awesome, everything from simple to very complex, and they were built either solo or by small teams, so I hope that this serves as inspiration on your own journey. This video is made possible thanks to these awesome supporters. Go to patreon.com/UnityCodeMonkey to get some perks